Hello, it is the 28th of May, and this is another update video for Archaeology Rush. A little bit of a shorter video this week, because I have been doing lots on the game. I've been quite busy. I have had a very, very busy weekend. There's not been sat at the computer, but of the time that I have managed to work on Archaeology Rush, I've got quite a reasonable amount done. And so basically, I'm just going to show you what I have managed to get done. So in essence, this is just going to be a tutorial about how to play Archaeology Rush, because that is what I have been working on mainly. Just as a point before we jump into how to play, if we just go into and I know there's a bug related to this, you can see some of Europe, which I've been working on. That is just a quick flyby of Europe and Africa. I've spent quite a bit of time just modeling the new world layout, and I'm quite happy with it. I'm sure there are some tweaks, but I do feel like it's coming together nicely, and I think that for the meantime I'm just gonna hold back on any world updates. But yes, for the moment, Egypt and the UK are modelled how I want them to be. There are a couple of islands missing in Europe. I'll get over to them at some point. So yeah, it's not going to be like the New Zealanders, where Cyprus does exist and Sicily does exist and Corsica does exist. But yeah, so let's jump on how to play Archaeology Rush. So in the demo, the first thing that people will see is this tutorial tomb, and if we join it, first thing is you can move with WASD or with the controller. You can jump with the spacebar, and you can use that to get treasure. And that opens the door. You can use that treasure. Normally, if you can give gold, it's still a work in progress, to buy from the shop, buy upgrades from the shop, and then you unlock new levels. And then you can use that treasure to open up the door for the troll tool, which isn't appearing. That's a good bug. I know why that isn't appearing. That's fine. And then you get levels like this, where I'll just open up that door. It opens up the wrong one. Oh, and if I open up that door, it opens up the wrong one. So that gives a taste of some of the prison levels that we've seen. Still got a little upgrade path. So normally you would get ancient coins. And ancient coins can you use to spend at the shop, with being said. But I still have the random loot pool on this, so that's what that's limited to. I probably will have to change up the loot pool. Yep, you can take the head and put it on the jar, and again, that opens up the door. And then if we jump into this, we can get to the end level. There is something here that I'm probably going to make so that it doesn't appear if you're on single player, because this mechanic is a multiplayer thing. And you get to the end of the level. And when you get to the end of the level, a lot of it's still broken, but you get a little leaderboard. Or at least you should. I broke the leaderboard last week because there are some tweaks. Now doesn't work, causes an error. So I need to go back and fix that up at some point. So yeah, we can jump back in, and then we're back as we've started. So yeah, what's going to happen is you'll get you're going to be put onto the world map, and then there'll be a little cutscene on here that you can play. I think you might just get a letter, and then that letter will be like, go to the tutorial team, which has unlocked, and then you can join it and play and then when you jump in, then you get that tutorial, and then you get a cutscene coming out of that tutorial, or a little letter. I haven't decided, still yet to work that one out. But yes, and the letter thing is probably one of the things I'm going to sort out soon. And then also I think I'm going to overhaul a little bit of the dialogue editor. This is in the background, and I probably will just work on just getting the rest of the kind of tweaks to actually just progressing through the tutorial. I need to make it so that you can unlock tombs. Yes, and then I had somebody reach out and just ask me what these little boxes here did. And so they don't work at the moment, but eventually that will form each kind of player's inventory system. So there are a couple of things that they get, and they also include their leaderboard space. So yeah, and there are going to be 4 chapters. The chapter's quite small in the demo, of one of each character. So one for Henry, one for Amelia, one for John, and one for Lily. Each sort of detailing their start. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. I know it's a little shorter one this time. Hopefully we'll have more to be able to show next week. And you just remember, you can grab and play the latest version with all of the other content on the itch.io page. You can see that in the description. Eventually, at some point, when the demo is done, I'm going to move to a system where you can play the latest version of the demo, but then you'll have to pay for the latest version of the game. And there are some cool things planned in that, which I think will really kind of flesh out that game more than it's already been fleshed out. And you'll be able to play the latest content for the demo as well. Like for the main game, past the campaign demo, not the demo, the campaign for the demo. And then once I've hit a good point with that, as in like maybe one major update past the demo, then on Steam, I think the plan is to put the game out as just in early access with a very short timeline to release. I don't massively like early access because I think developers, abandon games in early access. That is not my intention. I'm not making the deal that I've made to myself is I will not make another game until I finish this one. So yes, even if it commercially is not successful, it's not the reason why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because I enjoy just making games. So anyway, on that note, if you want to follow this sort of journey of making Archaeology Rush, then subscribe. Feel free to like the video. If you have any comments or ideas or anything, then just feel free to comment in the comment area. And yeah, have a lovely week.